All right, I want to give my sense on the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case. I think the biggest thing I want to say is we have a bunch of claims being made. There's not even been a formal discovery. Justin Baldoni has kind of indicated, and pretty credibly, that there was already doctoring of messages. So it's important not to come to conclusions, not to draw conclusions, because we don't have enough information. However, I think all the time these things lead to broader discourses, important discourse about how we view women. Why do we have a preference to believe men? Do we believe all women? And I think another layer is coming in: white woman tears and victimhood, and how does that play into this? How does this why are people talking about her plantation wedding, even if it is poor taste, this is other people's rhetoric, even if it is poor taste? Why is that coming up here? Why is the fact that she's an unlikable woman? What is the narrative of the imperfect victim? Why are people bringing up how unlikable she is? You can be unlikable and be sexually harassed. Justin Baldoni's image as a male feminist. Do we trust male feminists? How many of them have disappointed us already? And I just want to say, as a listener, I can't even listen to it anymore. As a listener, formerly of the Man Enough podcast, a huge follower of him. And also, until recently, because I didn't know about the plantation wedding, a major Blake Lively fan. I loved her. A girl who has been through a lot of trauma with men. A girl who does fall into the camp of believe all women. My conclusion right now kind of leans into a holding the narrative that both sides are possibly telling the truth. And what does that look like? I think that looks like Justin Baldoni breaching boundaries while being a male feminist, a genuine male feminist, and not recognizing that he crossed lines or not doing them with malice. And I think that looks like maybe he is liable, and we'll see what happens in court. That also looks like maybe Blake Lively was weaponizing his folly for proceeds, but she should not have been subjected to his folly. And it looks like, well, where did she set certain boundaries? Where was the line of that weaponizing? And I feel uncomfortable accusing another woman of that. But I also recognize that it's what it looks like. Also recognize, where's my bias coming in? I was a fan of this man, but I also was a fan of her. But now I'm not because of the plantation wedding. I don't know, it's layers. It's complicated, and we don't have to have a conclusion. We don't have to have a stance. We do have to speak about, misogyny and implicit bias, but we don't have to conclude that that's what's happening here in this case. But we do have to acknowledge that that's going to impact all of our opinions. And while we advocate for women, we shouldn't victimize someone if they're innocent in the process. And we need to remember, this is just a bunch of allegations. Nothing's been proved yet. Nothing's been proven yet. No formal discovery has been had. Chill, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Stop canceling. Stop cyberbullying. Stop, pump your brakes. Let this go through its court process. I think this is a wonderful time to sit down and practice not drawing a conclusion, and practice waiting for more information for everyone involved, no matter what stories, what internal things you're working with. Let's pump our fucking brakes. But I just want to warn everybody. You might hear this in my content already. I haven't been able to listen to Man Enough podcast. And I was already if he is who she says he is, the way I'm going to beat him in is going to be diabolical. Diabolical. Okay? If he is not a good man, no one's safe. I'm just kidding.